Master the connection between flavour, fragrance and emotions. How to create preference. Aroma and taste preference is learnt by the individual within the culture in which they grow up. This means that certain aromas, tastes and textures, and there may be 140 of these within a single product, will each carry learnings learnt during one's lifetime. The meanings, whether they are positive or negative, will in a large part determine the preference to the food or fragrance. If the emotions stirred are positive, attractive, and recall in the subconscious mind happy, joyful, or exciting events, then the product will be preferred. If, on the other hand, however, certain taste or aroma characteristics have negative meanings, for instance, they no longer represent the consumer's current beliefs, for example, if they're not healthy enough, then the person will find themselves not enjoying the product as much as they expected. Coffee is an easy example of this, in that when you first drink it, you almost certainly need sugar to resolve the bitterness. But later you may remove the sugar as you become more sophisticated and wish to save calories. As a result, you find yourself enjoying the very bitter coffee, when you could not have even drunk it in the first place. At that point, you would find sugared coffee hard to consume. Your beliefs have altered your preferences. So you could say taste and aroma preference is positive emotion delivered. Need states. This lesson is on the concept of the need state. This piece of jargon is one that you need to know, and I will show you how you can uncover them and use them for your marketing strategy. Need states are a set of practical, physical, and emotional requirements of a specific fragrance wearing, eating, or drinking occasion. Need states refer to the complex web of rational, psychological, social, environmental, and personal triggers that lead to the choice of a particular brand or product. The word state means the condition of a person with respect to the circumstances. The first point to learn is that need states are context-dependent needs. For example, the choice of what drink to have on the go depends on who I'm with, where I am, what is available nearby, how I feel emotionally, how I feel physically, what time of day it is, what the season is. If I'm driving a long way in the car, I might choose a taurine-based caffeine drink like Red Bull in order to stay awake. Historically, the term need state was first used in the mid-1970s by the Mars marketing team to describe how brands can be developed so that they can dominate a context in which the brand is often selected. The result of this model thinking can be seen today. Certain chocolate brands have come to dominate their need state. You will find in most markets 4 to 5 need states account for the variation within the category. So, for example, looking at chocolate, Mars bar being used for energy or meal replacement, Kit Kat for a little daytime break, Galaxy or Dove as it's known for indulgent or escapist pleasure, Maltesers for a Netflix, TV, cinema type of treat. This need state thinking was first applied to brands in the FMCG market, but it's now well used within the fragrance world. We will look at a fragrance case study later on. The need state model of thinking can be used successfully for your strategic, tactical, and innovation challenges. For example, once you identify the need states, if you wanted to develop a product to be eaten when watching a film at home, you would look at all the foods consumed already by consumers in that situation and learn common themes about the aroma, the taste, the texture, where in the mouth flavour is powerful, what is it like to swallow, etc. And to end up with, you'd come up with a basket of values that your new product you're innovating must have. A need state then can be used as part of how you define the overview of the market. In a sense, it's a map for showing the driving needs that determine brand choice in a particular market. I will show you a technique to help you find out how a need state reveals itself using the focus group. We'll be asking, what does the consumer feel like before they use that product or move to buy it? In a sense, how does the need state show itself or present itself?